Casting spell.
Cody, your wife promised me your Crunchyroll login.
Do not give out the Crunchyroll login right now because we're going live.
Okay, you gotta be very wary about the promises that she makes because I was.
Still pending, actually. Still pending on that one.
Still pending.
That sounds like a you problem.
And now I've been promised the second one, but like it's a second. You know what? We'll talk about the cement. My people will call her people. Don't worry about it.
We'll get in contact.
Your people?
My people will call her people.
All right, with all the shenanigans and deals
hey.
set aside. Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D 5th Edition, Session 30 of our Usapait campaign. I'm joined here by 6 mentally stable people. I promise you, they are fit mentally in order to roll dice. I promise you, I did not drag them out of a back street and promise them the $6 chicken nugget meal for them to play D&D. James, stop eating it. James.
You're supposed to share, dude.
He told us not to eat it on camera, man.
How could you do that? But there's some wonderful people here.
How could you do that?
How could you do? Some wonderful people: James, Alpha, Jazz, Cody, Suzanne, and Helminia joining my weird, wacky, and depressing sometimes campaign. A couple little announcements that we're gonna get out of the way real quick. First and foremost, there is no session next week. I'm sorry.
What? No.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and turkey and ham and good food and good company is calling our names. We will not be rolling dice. We'll be back after that, though. Don't worry. And there will still be the restream on YouTube. No worries about that. That you can tune in on Friday and enjoy a post-Thanksgiving D&D stream. Other than that, I feel a little bit need to have a announcement that will immediately date itself after the stream. For some reason, Twitch gave me a promotion of just a 35% off Twitch subscribers for this stream. I couldn't tell you why. It's cool, whatever. You don't have to subscribe, But if you are watching on YouTube or Twitch, make sure to subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch. Both of those options are free. We love rolling dice no matter what, but you supporting us makes it all that much better. And if you want to, you're welcome to subscribe. I'm very confused by Twitch giving it to me, but I'm not going to complain. But with all of that said and out of the way, let's just jump right into session. We were able to see last week our group exit the capital city of Forbell, leaving behind the guild hall and Yoi's family in order to both pursue the vision that Ophelia's had of the city in the central region of Usapait that is destined to face possible ruin, and to make way to Eriel, Glaerun's hometown, in order to get supplies, information, and possibly a faster way there. You all spent a week traveling by horseback and carriage, seeing a couple interesting things, including a Fey crossing, and getting to the city right before nightfall, before being led to the Wraithrin estate, noting that Glaerun is the son of the Lord of Eriel. Glaerun deposited the group in a sitting room that you all immediately made yourselves comfortable in, smoking and drinking up, while waiting for his father to introduce himself, where Glaerun then went and had a little bit of a heart-to-heart with his father before bringing him down to introduce it to the rest of the party. A bit odd introductions were had, where whether you stated your name or title or not, he introduced himself to you and stated that you were welcome to stay in the guest rooms here, and that he would look for a willing captain and ship to get you all to Alari, the central region city that Ophelia has been having visions of. With that, a bit of discussion might be wanting to happen between the party members of what supplies, what funds are needed to be secured for this passage. But you know that the ship is not a done deal, at the very least, until until Glaerun's father is able to get back to him in the morning. And so at the very least, unless if anyone wants to do something before going to bed, you all are able to have a nice bit of drinking and smoking in the sitting room. More of just relaxing than you guys have been able to do at any point since you all came together and met each other. And Glaerun, and at some point the server that you've seen before who has brought you the drinks would come to collect you and lead you to the guest rooms in the estate. If there is conversation that you guys would like to be having, plans to be making tonight rather than tomorrow, with the little information that you have, feel free to have it now. Otherwise, you'll get collected and brought to your rooms.
What are we doing tomorrow?
Yeah, it's a plan
Shopping,
that we,
and then hopefully leaving.
and we should have a boat by then to, I guess, go south from here. That's the plan.
Ideally, yes.
Okay. We get a crew with that? I don't know how to run a boat.
I know how to
I'm
run
just
a
gonna
boat.
land man.
It'll be fine.
Can you
It's
teach me how to
mostly
tie
just
some
like
knots
pulling
before we leave
ropes and like doing other things. It'll be fine.
Promise?
there?
I promise it will be fine. We're not. It's not going to be a very big boat if it's just us.
I'd like the
Here.
luxury of a bath before we go.
Okay.
Place seems fancy enough. I assume you have baths in the rooms, right?
Well, DM, are there baths in the rooms?
So there are, in the guest rooms, there are the kind of more simple of like large wash tubs that guests can do if they need privacy. There is also a in one of the kind of like not necessarily a side building. You and your family wouldn't really classify it as a building, but more of like a separate, like almost like a stand, something that's supported by the main building, where it works kind of like a shower house that would connect, where you guys have some sort of plumbing that is kind of pressurized through, and these pipes that would shower, and it's kind of like a not a public, but an open like open showers that would be near the back of the estate. But if one is looking for a bath, yes, there is a wash tub present in each of the guest rooms.
Yes. You should be able to wash up in your room.
All right, fancy. Where, is there also oils and soaps and things, or do I need to go find those myself?
The house would have them. No shopping sprees are needed to spruce oneself up in the Wraithrin estate. So,
Yeah, you should be perfect. Everything you need should be in there.
So if no conversation is wont to be had, you guys are able to be led to your rooms. Each of you, there are enough rooms in the estate that everyone could have their own room if they so wish. I'm asking people to speak up now if they are wishing to intentionally room with one another. Otherwise, you'd have your own spaces to yourselves. Each spot comes with a sizable, like it's not like like a massive bed, but a sizable enough bed. The wash basin, a kind of deployable, those like wood standalone curtains that you can use to either change behind or to kind of block off view if someone else is in the room of the bath. There's also a wardrobe, there's a desk. These rooms are quite well outfitted. This is, once again, one of the nicer places that you've been. So unless if people are rooming together, I will assume you're all getting your own separate places.
I don't need to speak to anyone right now. Does anyone need to speak to me?
Oh, man. When in Rome, do like the Romans and sleep in our own room. Heyo.
Yeah, we're not going to have many opportunities to do this moving forward.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're going to be sleeping on a small boat in the bottom of a small boat, essentially, for the next week. So enjoy it while we have it, I guess.
All right. Each of you...
I'd like to know if my vision changed.
Absolutely. Each of you are able to retire to your own rooms, bathe oneself if you so require. There are... I don't know how many times I'm going to need to reiterate this. There is what you require on a pamper level to pamper oneself within these rooms. Each of you are able to retire to a quite comfy bed, whether you're used to it or not, or are able to recall a bed like this or not, is dependent on the person rather than the party as a whole in this situation. But if there's no conversation that is wished to be had in the evening or early night, we're just going to fast forward through this. It's going once. It's going twice. Take a long rest.
For the folks at home, the other judge for the day was a 10. Me almost pressing level up. I should
Yeah,
call
that's
it.
the wrong one.
I don't know who her is in this instance, but you know she's got the level up, and I need it bad.
Did we just farm Creed for level ups?
We just kill Creed over and over again.
I mean,
Infinite level up glitch.
that's an interpretation of hell, so I'm in.
Viewers at home, go ahead and jump in the comments. Let us know the most efficient way to kill Creed to level up. Thank you.
I'm quite fond of hot tar myself.
Does anyone have create bonfire?
I could.
I just have some points. of
I
space.
also could.
And so what we also need an immovable rod.
Okay, all right, you're cooking with gas. I love Salem. Forever.
You know, a couple
Prometheus.
hours
Rod in
iron
the
can't
armor?
hurt.
How do we do this?
Prometheus.
You know,
What are you trying to do?
It's best not to know right now.
I don't got the gold for that anyway, so let's continue.
All right, sounds good. So, you guys are able to rest. No vision change for the one who is having them. It is the same of the dust gathering around the central city along the coast and settling in, encroaching but not overtaking. And each of you awake. Albeit at different times, some of you sleep a little bit more soundly than the others, but the thorough of each experience is that it is a very comfortable, clean, and dry room, which has not always been the most prominent option available to the group of you. Some of you wake up to the sounds of footsteps through the hallway. Others just wake up to the house kind of creaking and settling with the wind that kind of blows up top this hill in Alles Eriel. If you'd like to collect each other and turn back into a group, you guys are right next to each other, and it was fairly easy to do so. Possibly collecting into a room, the Elven server that you guys had seen before seems to be back and is basically bringing you all a collection of different things for you to snack on for breakfast. You see different pastries, fruits, juices that are kind of brought over, as well as water for anyone that wants to reject the sweeter, more sugary juice. But yeah, you guys are collecting in a room if you so wish, able to start a plan to your day. Glaerun, if you have had the foresight to check and see if things have already been figured out with your father, he's not currently in the residence right now. It is just you all and the staff.
Well, seems like we have some time. I heard Joy wants to go shopping. What do you need?
Yes, Yoi wants to go shopping. This is for pleasure shopping, but I do want to say that I am doing an experimental elixir, and I am also enchanting a bag of holding. So that will be my second enchantment. The first one being the earrings.
Lovely. You're able to easily get these infusions off in the morning, even before the group collects.
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure that I had that said out loud,
I
so that
appreciate
way, if I, if I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, this potion, and you're like, where did you even get that? No, this is just pleasure shopping. Yoi wants to go find a new pretty dress for the boat dress.
Boat dress. Describe
Pick up
what
yacht
you
shoes.
think. What you think Yoi would be picking out. What she'd be looking for.
Something that goes just above the knee, linen and roughly.
Perfect. All right. So Yoi's going out shopping. If anyone would like to join her, if anyone has separate ideas, this is the morning for checking things out. This is a moment for looking at what needs to be done or what you want to do. Let me know. Is anyone besides Yoi wanting to do something?
I need to go shopping too.
How? I would also like to go shopping. I'll carry Ophelia since we're both going.
I'll tag along with your group.
Just how much are how much is a healing potion? Like a normal, smallest level healing potion.
I believe they're 50 gold piece each.
That's rough. Understandable though. Never mind. I'll go with anyway. Maybe I'll think of something.
I figured.
Maybe I need 5 daggers
5 more daggers.
and another 5 daggers.
As you all head out into the early morning air, you can smell the salt on the wind and the humidity around you. Heading down into the kind of valley, half gulf that Alles Eriel is kind of built alongside of, you see the buildings and stalls that are kind of set up along piers that also house ships. A large portion of the ships currently have been set up as both floating houses and floating stores. And so just as much as you find yourself stepping to a seaside shop or a pier stall, you find yourself walking up the gangplank onto these large ships and these sleek longboats, looking over different goods that people were either intending on bringing to another location for trade and are making the best of by selling it here, or they were already assuming that the trade would be popping off in this city and have brought goods explicitly to trade here in the first place, and are just seems to be putting themselves in a more permanent spot by making the ship less of a ship for the moment. Yeah. Right now, I don't... it seems that potions are a little bit too rich for your blood. But the clothes can be procured quite easily by Yoi. Let me see what we'd have the cost of. You're not looking for necessarily fine fabrics or anything, correct? It's just something that is a little bit more appropriate, a little bit more correct.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. easy enough to do. You are able to find the kind of like multi-layered ruffled clothes that lend itself so nicely, not necessarily even just to like the chill that you're feeling this morning, but also just like the humidity. The layers help keep your skin drier for a longer time, and the material is something that doesn't just stick to your skin. It would be 5 silver pieces for the new set of clothes.
Awesome.
Don't you have that musk-proof cloak we stole out of the sewers anyway?
Musk-proof
The
cloak?
like jacket thing that you were
The
wearing.
jacket that they use to keep the water and stink out?
Yes.
You must
I do.
understand the drip is unparalleled. It's one of the most important things
Yes.
in an RPG.
I prefer leveling up.
The two important things, leveling up and the drip. Other than that, let me know if anyone has something else that they would like to do. Otherwise, I'm just going to take this as a bit of a rest day. You guys lounging around the house. Something's going to be happening at about midday. But other than that, this day is being spent kind of getting ready. Either mentally or just getting some rest, because you did have a week of not necessarily hard travel, but, you know, traveling is never the most pleasant thing compared to actually staying on a non-moving or non-hard ground.
The enchanting ingredient.
The enchanting ingredients. You know how much you need for the specific things.
I actually don't.
If I remember correctly, of what we were talking about, the half price of what you already have, of what you currently have, would account for half of it, and then you'd need the other half in just miscellaneous materials. And
The binding agent is half the cost.
yes. And so I don't know how much you'd want to get in those materials, or how much you'd be necessarily able to afford. But just let me know.
Well, I'm gonna assume that an uncommon, or anything that casts a spell, is gonna be an uncommon item, right?
Generally speaking, depending on how severe the spell is, I'm assuming if you're going for, let's say, I don't know,
The once a day
Bane,
first level
or
Bane.
yeah, the Bane was something that I think caught you a little bit. We'd be looking at an uncommon attunement.
What about the hand wrappings? About the same? Compel duels are first level. Would be about the same.
Yeah, it would be both of those being first level. They'd be uncommon, attunement, and then once a day.
Okay. I can only afford none of them.
Wonderful.
And an uncommon item is 200 gold pieces. I don't have 100 gold to my name.
So that would be something that you might want to have a discussion with the group about, or it just needs to be on the back burner for the time being.
I will let the others know as we're walking, because I want to go somewhere else. I wanted to go to one of the bars where like the workers congregate to down by the dock.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a sense of the community.
You'll go to the swill side. Basically a extremely weather-worn, beaten down establishment set very intentionally at the edge of the pier so that people can so they can take pieces from both crowds, both the people a little bit higher up on the hill that want to dip their toes into the fisherman world and feel like they're living the life of the hard workers of the seaside, and as well for those dock workers, those sailors coming in from long voyages that want to not be too far away from their ship, but also feel like they're not about to drunkenly fall over into water once they walk outside of the bar. And so it takes from both sides of the crowd, and you guys would be able to kind of step in. You can see across the main first floor of this inn, or not inn, this is a tavern. You would not want to be sleeping here. You can see a very long counter taking up altogether, as it kind of spins around, like a full third of the space, and it looks like there are 3 total attendants, one working in the center, kind of where a curve is, and the other 2 working the edges of the bar, passing out ales and other drinks to sailors and shore people alike. There is a collection of circular tables off to the kind of bottom left section of the tavern, although it does look like most people are here to drink rather than eat, and so for easy access to their next round or 5th round, whichever it may be, most people are perching themselves at the counters. And you do see that blend, about 75 to 25% of seaman to shore dweller. And you're able to do what you wish.
Do these people look good and drunk?
Not all of them. It's the morning, so actually a lot of them look like they're beginning to indulge themselves. None of these people look all of them look like the type to be drinking at 8, 9 a.m., which is not necessarily the most healthy archetype of person that you could be scoping out. However, there is, let me see here, about a little bit under a half dozen sailors kind of in a group, huddled over at the edge of the bar, the bottom right edge of the bar, that do in fact look like the spirits have already been quite generous to them. You can hear them being just a little bit louder than the rest in their kind of hunched over protective statures, kind of guarding their mugs of ale from each other. These men have truly begun the morning off on an interesting foot.
Who all came to this bar? I wanted to do 2 things here. I forgot it was morning and we have things to do at noon. So we can't stay here all day, right?
Unless if you want to. I just said something will be happening at midday.
Well, I want to come back later in the night because I'm going to try to ply my trade and play some music and make some money. But what better way to crack the morning open than with some gambling and see if we can get something out of conversation. But if we'd like to do other things, we can do all that at night together.
Absolutely. We can do that.
Just scope the scene and listen for now, depending on how you guys want to run this out of character.
Oh, I would love to lose some money right now.
Yeah.
Right now?
I'm still...
Right now, I would love to lose some money. Let's do this. I need to gamble.
I haven't busted out my gambling dice in so long.
The group is actually addicted to gambling. You will not be gambling?
I will not be gambling. I'll just hang out.
We should have gambled last night when we were all just having a good time.
Well, I want to gamble with the other people, so as we sit down and pull out our dice, if anyone looks interested, we can softly beckon them over with like a nudge of the head or an open hand. We're open.
Gotcha.
We should get some other people involved for sure.
Let me see if anyone's interested. Who in this group is going to be gambling?
Me. I'm gambling.
Aelin would like to as well.
So about
I don't have a lot of small coins though, but
half the group is gambling.
I'm just gonna sit and try and listen.
Okay. Well, you've got an evenly matched regard of fishermen. 2 of them look like actual fishermen, as they go out and catch sea life for a living. Another one looks like he is actually like a proper sailor on a larger ship. He looks a little bit, not nicer, but a little bit more toned, muscular, and tanned by the sea, as though he is. He doesn't necessarily get to have his choice of how he runs his ship or if he fishes in the shade or anything like that. This is someone who looks like he spends his day hauling rope and making sure things go right aboard a larger vessel. And so...
Describe him as toned, tanned, fit, and ready.
It could be. And so...
I would
sh-
also like to order a rum at some point.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is the pirate arc. I see where we're going.
The pirate arc.
Oh, really? Like, you know the One Piece is real, right? I saw it in a vision.
You know the One Piece is real.
I mean, I'm also not from that far from a port town, so like...
Yeah. Alright, the tab has been started.
Yes.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go, boys.
Let's sober it up. Let's do it.
All right. Tone, tan, fit, and ready. Absolutely, chat. So, I've got my dice here. I've got it for the three of them. I actually want some D20 rolls just to see who is first. We're going to use that to determine it.
That's right.
Okay.
We roll initiative for dice games.
It's not initiative, it's just it's rollies. It's whoever rolls the highest on dice.
I got 5.
Oh well, not me. 4.
17.
Damn.
Can I exchange 2 gold pieces for some? Is that 20 silver?
Yes, it would be.
I would
Okay.
also like to do that.
Okay.
Because I have silver.
Also,
40
for
some godforsaken
for
reason.
general sake, I'm gonna limit the amount of rounds we do.
Okay.
We're
that's
going
fine.
to have
Yeah,
a
too much.
round counter of up to 5, and then we can do some other stuff off stream if you
Don't
guys
even
are
think I'm
so
gonna need that money.
necessarily needing to gamble.
I think two good rounds.
Let's see.
Unless I lose both, and then the odds are in my favor to win. So,
So
maybe
the
3.
first bet goes to the sailor
thought
because he rolled a 19. By the way.
Ooh, damn. Good
Yes.
for him.
We go into, because I had the 2 fishermen, then the sailor, and then I generally use the compass as to kind of denote the rest. So it'll be sailor, Aelin, Ophelia, fisherman 1, fisherman 2 for bets. So here we go.
But
You remember what dice you need to roll first?
yeah.
Yes. Okay, I forget. They sit in their own special tray.
Did I hear Helmini say, I don't remember? Uh-oh.
Is it D8 first?
864.
Yep. I just wanted to hear one of you say it. I wanted to make sure. I know that you all are gambling addicts, but like, goddamn.
Is it the D8 or the D4?
The
8.
It's the 8 version.
Although it would kind of make sense for the stakes to get higher and higher as you played more.
I mean,
Well, the stakes get higher the lower you're able to roll.
yeah,
Because then
Yeah.
it comes down to like the pennies. And the pounds are already set in stone.
the pounds are set.
Yeah, but if I roll like a 7 and a 6, like I'm
You know what?
pretty set.
Just for you, Cody, we're gonna do an inverse devils then. We'll start with
Oh,
D4s.
nice. All right.
This is
Angels
only- this-
dice.
This is because of you.
Yeah, right.
You can't do this
So,
to me.
start with the D4.
You can't keep getting away with this.
Start with the D4, roll.
I actually had a really good D8 roll too. I want you to know that. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna start off with what the sailor believes is strong, with 2 silver pieces.
I think I'll start them off. I'll say, oh, we play a little heavier here, and I'll throw 2 more in to be 4 silver pieces.
You're betting 4 in total.
Yes.
Okay. Raise to 4.
Fuck it. I'll call for.
Call 4.
call.
Okay. Fisherman 1 calls 4. Fisherman 2 dips because no cash in at the beginning was established. So he loses nothing.
Fair enough.
Passion's always one.
You didn't explain
Oh,
the
I
rules
didn't-
to these guys, so they did not.
I would expect swarthy workmen to know how to gamble.
Fuck
What
no.
would their mother think?
As
My
you s-
son's out there sailing the high seas and can't gamble.
I'm
I hate my chud
I'm
son.
I'm a
He's at-
fisher.
he's at a five.
I
Okay.
I work
He's at a 5.
I
It's
work
okay.
I work a troll on the coast. I'm not fisherman. Well, I am fisherman. I'm not sailor like you're intending. Kind of like even just kind of pushes away from the table just a little bit. He might still participate in the next one though. The sailor is perfectly fine with matching the call up to 4. So it's just then it goes back to Aelin if you want to keep it at 4 because it goes around the table completely.
Oh, we'll keep it there.
Keep it there.
Yeah.
All right. If everyone does not want to raise, then we will move on to the D6.
Get my cup. Alright. Alright. Not bad. I've seen a lot worse. What does the sailor, oh sailor, do?
Kind of
Oh,
like
sailor,
strokes the stubble on his chin, kind of thinks to himself, looks over at you, and then I just see Yoi. For the chat who can't see this, Jazz just rolled her dice in the background and rolled a perfect game.
Even more, man.
They're going to double the pot, so they will put in 4 silver pieces. So now you'd be betting 8. So raise 4.
Oh, yeah, I will, I'll wink at him, and I want to insight check him when he looks at me.
Absolutely.
Just to,
You know,
just
this
to
is
see
the
if I can get a
appropriate
read on this
time
guy.
to use this. I don't think we've ever used it this way. To see if like
No,
you're being
It
bluffed.
feels good. Yeah, it feels
We
good.
played for like
Oh, it was
years and never did
supernatural.
that.
It's supernatural. I have it here. It's in my
Yeah, you
it's
know,
in
that
my
made-
custom rules. It's great.
It was such a sensible thing to do, and I got nothing on this guy. He's a blank slate to me. I rolled a 4 plus 0.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Do you
I'll
know how to
match
call?"
Bam.
All right,
So now we're plus
Okay.
4, so we're 8
Yep.
silver apiece.
8 apiece.
All right.
I'll call.
Okay, Ophelia.
Always bet on nothing. I fold.
All right.
4, okay.
Fisherman 1 also calls. So
I got notes too. Don't worry, JC.
I'm doing. I appreciate it. Which means now, with everyone accepting that, we roll the final D8.
Oh man. I'm gonna look at the sailor. I'm gonna say, my friend, luck is not on your side. These dice have been eager. But by all means, start us off.
Looks at you. He's gonna try an insight check on you. Please roll a deception.
Aelin, straight arrow, true as can be. Another spectacular 4 with what I believe is a plus 0 to deception. Yes.
How did he beat you with
I've got
a
a
5?
huge smile. I have a huge smile on my face.
You're not bluffing.
I'm not bluffing. Maybe.
Maybe.
Craziest bluff of all time.
Craziest bluff of all time. He successfully insights you. He is going to call for his final bid, so he's putting nothing extra in.
I will say, where's the fun in that, my friend? And I'll bid us up another 6 to 14 silver piece.
Fuck it. I'll call 6.
Fuck it.
Fuck, bro.
This is just ration money for us. Don't even worry.
I know.
Fisherman 2 is going to fold, or Fisherman 1's going to fold. So they folded with a bet of 8. The sailor kind of
First
looks
sailor.
over at you.
You first, what do you got?
Where's your spirit, friend? Come on.
Make a persuasion check. Persuade this man into the joy of gambling.
Aelin, the straight arrow with no charisma is going to roll a 7. So I'll look at my dice again and I'll go, just deadpan. Where's your spirit, friend? Come on. No persuasion.
I'll have spirit in the next one.
I know you're.
And then he's gonna fold with 8.
All right.
So,
Well,
Aiden, what do you got? What do you got?
I've rolled a 3, a 5, and an 8 for a total of 16.
Damn. I rolled a 3, and an 8.
That'll do.
very close.
I just lost 14 silver.
You've got...
Let's see, that'd be 14, 28, 32, and then
That is-
48.
Disappointing.
Check my math on that. What's the calculator? It's not a dice game without calculators.
dice game with calculator. You've
Yeah,
got...
48.
Because it was plus 6, right? So 14...
And then
Not
unmatched,
counting,
so 14,
yeah, not
clearly
counting
without
your own money,
4.
it's 14, 22, 30, 34 gold
Good call.
pieces.
Good call.
You know, my group gambled
I have a
last
minor in
night,
math.
too.
You're a minor in math?
Oh, Minecraft. Okay. Let's get at least one more game out on the table, just like you said. We'll
Yeah,
start
let's
with
do
the we'll start with the D4 once again. Same 3 guys are still willing. Re-roll the D20. Actually, no, because we had a winner, so Cody's gonna start off the bet this time.
I will start. Yeah, I will start by saying.
Can we go back to normal?
You don't,
Can
you
we
don't
go
like
back to
backwards?
normal? No, I don't like backwards, actually. And you want to know why? You want to know why? I knew that
Why?
this would happen. Because you roll the D4 and you're like, oh, I got a 3. That's like fairly good. And then you roll the D6 and you're like, oh, I got a 3.
But
That
the
could be
stakes are
better.
So,
That
the
could
stakes
be
are
better,
so
but
high.
like, that's
The
kind
stakes
of
are
rough.
so high on that
But,
8.
like, I
like
could-
rolling in.
I could roll an 8 and it could mean nothing, like it just fucking did.
That's gambling.
It's
It's
Welcome to
better
gambling.
the other.
son.
It's better the other way.
It
'Cause you
feels
can make
No,
it
there's
the
more
reason.
complicated as a
So
call.
I will let me explain Devil's Dice and why it starts with a D8 normally, is because it is like the flop in Texas Hold'em, where you get to see the majority of the cards first. That's why.
I suppose that's fair. I can.
I never thought I'd
Like,
have to
something
defend
better
the
that
fucking Devil's Dice game mechanics.
There's something kind
I
of
thought reverse
interesting
was
about like the D4 because you're like, oh, it's just a D4, it doesn't matter. Like the D8's where the real money is, and like if you're like a degenerate gambler, like you worry about like the big stuff, not the little stuff.
I suppose.
All right. We'll swap
Yeah,
back to
I rolled a
standard.
2 and a 2, so
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Like-
either way.
Like if you like, if you roll a 7 on the D8 and then you roll a 5 on your D6, you're starting
D4
off.
basically
You're,
doesn't matter.
no, you're starting off pretty good. But let's say your guy that you're going against rolled an 8 and a 4. That D4 it has a lot of play. It kind of depends on who rolls better there.
I think all the dice are important.
All the dice are important. We're gonna
Yeah,
go back to
I'll
that.
make
We're
all
gonna
that
do
up,
one.
right?
We'll do one round of angel dice.
Okay.
We've done one
One more.
round. Now we're doing a round of devil dice. You were about to say something before the roll happened,
Yeah,
though, Aelin?
Yeah. I will. Aelin will say, "All right. Well, that was a good tester to make sure you guys know how to play. But back where I'm from, we do start up a little ante just to make sure that no one backs out before they roll their first dice."
I am gonna look at this guy that backed out and lost nothing. Like,
Hey,
not like meanly, but a little cheekily.
Just some stakes. You understand, and I'll toss just a silver on the table.
Okay. So we'll look at it. I'm getting nothing but overtime these days. Puts a silver on. Two
Ooh,
fishermen.
I
this
thought
is
he was
getting
gonna
too
drop a gold
close
there.
to
I was
reality.
going for gold there.
The man makes his money and desires to give it back to the house.
The two fishermen will
Okay.
also acquiesce the request, and silver is added to the pot. Ophelia, do you do the same?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give it a go.
Okay.
I'll ante up.
All right.
All right. Aelin, you're the one who starts.
Okay.
So roll your d8s.
D8 has been rolled. I'll look under my cup and I'll go. That's not a bad start. And I'll throw 3 more silver on the table, upping to a total of 4.
Fuck it, I'll call 3.
I'll call.
The first fisherman looks at it and goes, "This is a bad start," and will fold. He got a 1 and hates himself.
You have a lot of
Um,
game left, my friend. You gotta be more courageous than that.
And the second fisherman looks and goes, "You already had me put in for 1 piece," and he'll put in the 3. And the sailor kind of shrugs, looking more bored than anything, puts in 3 as well. So only 1 person was lost.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. High Roller. Little board over there. All right, well.
All right, so the next dice gets rolled.
All right. Ooh.
Will fold.
before Aelin
No
even
betting
does
this. They're just
anything.
like, oh, jeez. Nope.
Sometimes you
Alright,
gotta
well.
know.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
gotta know.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
So the table just kind of
I'll,
looks at folding out of sync with the groove. Aelin.
Sees it immediately. Ah, fuck.
I'll look under my cup. Yeah. This is a strong play, and I'll throw 2 more silver in.
Ophelia.
I'm gonna throw in 4.
Whoa.
4 silver.
I think that puts us.
At 8 apiece.
Fisherman kind of looks.
You're right.
I don't see a reason to disagree with that. We'll put in 4. Goes to the sailor.
I
The
will
sailor
match.
kind of looks. I can't even pretend to say I'm doing well. He's gonna fold.
You said the sailor folded?
The sailor folded, rolling snake eyes off the 2 dice.
None of these guys look like. This is gonna be bad. These guys look like important NPCs, or are these just guys?
These are just guys. They're 2 fishermen and a sailor. They're just homies.
All right. I'm looking for bigger fish to fry. We'll do it later.
All right.
I'll save my 3 rounds for later.
That's fair. We'll finish with the D4.
Okay. Lift my cup again. Finish strong, as always. And I'll finish this off with a raise of 4 to 12 gold. 12 silver, excuse me, 12 silver.
Damn.
You're adding 12, or you're just adding 8?
No, I'm adding 4 to finish off with 12, unless they bid me more. But
Gotcha. Ophelia?
I'm gonna lose this one, but at least I'm gonna go out with some decorum. Yeah, I'll match. I'll put in your 4. I'll go to hell together.
The final fisherman will
fisherman number 2. what do
give
you
it a
say?
go, give it a try, and we'll match that.
Wow.
And with that,
Bold move, my friend.
we've got our dice to reveal.
Does Aelin go first?
Aelin starts.
All right. So I rolled an 8 on the 8.
Hmm.
I bluffed my way through a 1 on the 6, and then I rolled a 4 on the 4, for a total of 13.
Okay.
Not a great hand, but pretty average. Above average.
Ophelia.
At 2 4s and a 1, hell is hot. I got a 9.
Nice.
We've got a
Fisher Crew walks over this shit, dude.
yeah.
All right.
We've got
Yeah.
a 6, a 3, and a 1. They did not beat you. Aelin takes the pot again.
Wow. All right.
One more.
We'll do this again
I love
later.
that.
Yeah.
No, one more.
One more, please. Guys, please.
You're falling
Oh.
into the gambler's
One.
fallacy.
One more. One more. I promise. I promise
Fine.
one more.
One more.
One more.
Okay.
And if it's gonna be 1, let's make it a damn good one.
99
allowed.
years or something.
If
Swap
I'm
it
gonna eat my minus 12, and I'm gonna start us at a crisp 5 silver if possible. That's the buy-in.
Ooh.
All right.
And if anyone else hears this and has 5 silver and kind of wants to see if they can test their luck, that would be great. I'll bankrupt everyone.
Fuck it, I don't have 5 silver. I'm just gonna put in a gold piece.
The buy-in's too big.
We're gonna see.
I'll buy in Aelin.
We're gonna see if the 3 of them stay there. We're rolling real quick. Sailor
The
will
rest of us have
stay.
to-
Fisherman 1 will stay. Fisherman 2 will stay.
You know what?
Oh.
Okay, I'm
Does that
buying
mean
in
that we
Aelin.
all have to go up to a gold piece then? That's the
Yeah.
buy-in then?
That's
Okay.
the buy-in.
No, I'm buying you in.
So the buy-in would still be 5 silver.
That's
If that's what
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah, I'm buying in Aelin.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
well. Add some wine. Let's play. Let
All
me
right.
show you why we shouldn't do this as much as we do.
5 silver is what we start with, ladies and gentlemen. We roll our d8s.
All right.
Starting with Aelin, since they won last time.
I will say, I appreciate your hospitality in this. I guess not your place, but I'm gonna have to, I guess, pay my way in anyway, and I'll just start us off strong with 5 silver pieces. 10 silver pieces.
So
1 gold.
another. So
Well,
a gold worth, but 10 silver.
yeah, I mean a gold worth, yeah. Yeah, I'll do 10. I'll do 10 silver because it's what's in front of me after 67 silver pieces. But
Yep.
yes, 10 silver. 1 gold.
All right. Goes to
I'll match that. I'll call.
Ophelia.
I'll match.
Fisherman 1 kind of looks at Fisherman 2. And, like, Fisherman 2 just kind of shrugs. And he'll match. Fisherman 2 will also match.
Yeah.
The sailor will look. And he'll take out an actual gold to put out and match. So everyone buys in for the gold worth. Let's roll some d6s.
We're all 15 silver in the hole right now.
Yeah, it's a strong start. Oh, fell off the table. Okay, yeah. That one landed straight down. It was perfect. Couldn't have been better.
All right.
Okay.
Aelin, first bet.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So looking at the dice, I'll look at the table. I'll say chose the right game to play high bet, and I'll throw another. I'll throw another 10. So up to 20.
Up to 20.
Well, what, 25? Up to 25 total for everybody. But unbombing it. Daddy's money and whatnot.
Raised 10. Goes to you.
I'm gonna throw in 2 gold.
Oh.
Raised 20. Ophelia.
I'm gonna put in 4 gold.
Raise 40. The Fisherman 1 looked pretty happy when they started, and now they're looking at it, looking up, and goes,
You gotta risk to win.
make a persuasion check on that.
Can I get advantage if I say hell or high water?
Because it's like kind of like a fishing pond.
Give me a
It's
fishing-
no, that's what I was yelling when I was actually like piloting a boat in a game.
Uh-huh.
And like it was rough waters and we were like canoeing. Hell or high water, save our souls. I'll roll your persuasion.
Just give me a standard persuasion.
Yeah, nah, 3.
He rolled a 2 for his thing, so he'll match.
Ah, hell or high water!
no!
Gamble
yeah,
my
Dude,
soul!
this guy has no idea it's coming.
The
The
fisherman,
roads of fate all lead one way.
the fisherman 2 has went pale and folds, but the
Can I try to
sailor,
persuade him too?
the sailor, no, he's rolled way too low. There's no way. Roll. I mean, what are you gonna say? Is the big thing. Because he's not even
If
on
he
the
rolled
fence
that
like
low-
the other guy. Yeah.
If he's not even on the fence, I'm not gonna pull him to the other side. I'm gonna save that for when I gotta sink the sailor.
Versus the sailor who kind of looks over at Aelin and goes, "This time, I think I'm the one to sink your ship," and is gonna put 5 down. He's gonna raise 10 more, 5 gold pieces on the table.
This guy.
I'll insight check him.
Go for it.
Yeah, I might as well, right? Can I all inside as well, even though I don't have a very good modifier?
Go for
He's
it.
talking to me after all.
9.
Yeah, just gaze.
He rolled a 4 again, didn't he?
Natural 20, dog. With a +0.
With a +0. We love it.
As a broken check.
Aelin, I will message you really quick because one of you failed and one of you succeeded, so I'll let you know what he's what he's thinking.
No matter what he's thinking, I'm gonna do the same thing anyway because I know where I'm thinking.
I'm so excited. Let's see, you guy, dude. All right.
I hope someone's doing the math because my ass is not.
I've
I'm
got the
working on
math.
I'm calling
Okay.
was it 5?
Yeah,
What
it'll
it
be
got raised
5
to?
gold pieces entered this round for everyone. Aelin?
Okay. I'm with that.
I gotta catch up.
You'd have to put in one more.
Yeah, I mean, I'll match.
Okay, we got a match. Ophelia?
I'm matching.
Fishman 1 is not matching that. They've been sufficiently scared. So we will have... we will have one put in... have their 40 that they folded on. And then the 4 of you left are at 50. Put in this round. Which means we got one more dice to roll.
Wait. 50 what? Silver?
50 silver, 5 gold pieces. That's what was
Wait, so
raised
I've
this
got-
round.
50 was. Okay, I was gonna say, because we started at like 15, so we're... Pots are like 6.
I think JC's just doing the math in silver because that's how we started and it's easy.
I'm doing
Which
the
is
math
fair,
in
yeah.
silver, and I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
the math of how much is raised each round. So then I'll have a total
Okay.
at the end that I
Good.
can snap, add. Roll the
My,
d4.
my total line is in copper, just in case. Okay, d4. All right. We'll see where this goes, I suppose, and I'll just finish it off with 2 more gold.
3 more gold.
I hate these people.
Who's
You
technically
got-
the last in the thing? Me or the sailor?
The sailor.
Sailor, because yeah.
You're right before
He
the
is-
sailor.
I'll look at him.
He looks over at you and just kind of raises his eyebrow.
Kind of want to peer into his soul, but I don't think I'm gonna get another insight out of this. I mean, shit. I'll meet at the 3.
He looks and can say no to a fun game. And he will match the 3. Aelin, you're the last one. Would you like to accept the 3?
Cool. I will accept the 3.
Alright. Last one, the 4 of you with the 3 gold piece bet.
Wild.
What an interesting pot. Aelin, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, I will. I will start us off. Pretty, not a bad hand again, but you know, average. On my 8, a 6. On my 6, a 5. And on my 4, a measly 1 for a total of 12.
Interesting.
Not great, but not terrible.
I got a 1, a 4, and a 4 for a total of 9.
You played wild for that.
That's
Real
crazy.
rough out here.
I respect it. I respect the
Um,
3.
We'll see how much you respect it here in a moment.
Ophelia?
We'll see in a moment.
Are you pulling a
With
gun?
With a 5, a 6, and a 2, I beat Aelin by 1.
By 1!
Oh.
It's always like this. It's always like this with her. I'll look at the sailor.
I can't wait for us all to get fleeced by this sailor.
Because you rolled 13.
Yes.
Did
I get beaten by one?
That's wild. We have a 5, a 5, and a 2.
Oh.
A 12 on the sailor.
From the top ropes.
I gotta. Holy shit!
Where are we at? How
Did
much
I
did
win?
you get?
By
what is-
1.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I won! The roads of fate all lead one way. The year of Ophelia.
You're welcome.
The house always wins.
Oh my lord.
Told you why we shouldn't do this anymore.
I'm just gonna hold Ophelia's bag like just under the table and scoop all the pot into the bag. And then we're leaving because I said one more. And I promised.
Crazy pot. Crazy pot.
That's a
Great job.
nice pot of 450
Oh,
silver pieces value. Silver piece value. You're able to
That's so
get
funny.
you're able to get 45 gold if you wish Ophelia out of that. You can transfer stuff, but do what you wish.
Okay, so I won it. Got all. I had to get up and deal with something. I won it. All got brushed into the bag. Are these people mad at us?
The sailor seems a little sad. Or not the sailor. The fisherman seems a little sad. The sailor's just got a grin on his face. And he does, in fact, as like is scooping the stuff into your bag, kind of like gets up and just kind of leans across the table and extends like this big, like burly arm over to Ophelia. Pleasure rolling.
I'll hold Ophelia up.
Okay, I'll shake this burly man's hand and let him know we'll be back later. He might be able to win some of his money back should he stick around long enough.
I'm sure I'll be at this port for a while. It was a good time. A wonderful morning.
Great start to a great day.
Yeah.
On our way back to Glaerun's place,
Mhm.
is there anywhere that I could get waterproof paper?
That's
Like the ones that we found in the sewer?
yeah, that's quite common around here. Stuff that is wax coated, just to keep out the very humid air, even like much less the water that surrounds half of the city. It would be for the same price as well that you were able to buy it for in Alinar Orin.
I didn't buy it, I found it.
Or you just
I
found
don't
it.
know what the price is.
My bad.
I found it and stole it.
My apologies. Let me pull up my table. How much are you looking to get?
Well, go tell me the price of a page and then I'll go from there.
Gotcha. So, a sheet of parchment that has been waterproofed is 3 silver pieces per page. And this is standard parchment made from cloth fiber and treated with wax.
Hey, Aelin. Will you buy me like 10 pages of waterproof parchment?
I think that's a little bit more than what I owe you for the buy-in, but sure, yeah, of course, I'd be happy to. Was that you said 10 pages?
It'd be like 30 silver.
30
30 silver pieces or 3 gold.
Run my pockets real
Fuck you.
All right, you now have your fancy paper.
Bro, a good portion of that silver is probably mine anyway.
Oh, hey, just take the paper. It's okay.
Thank you.
Relax. Besides,
Thank
Ophelia owes us like 15 gold. We'll just
I
her
know.
later.
I was gonna ask her, but then I said that thing too earlier, so I was like, I should probably just ask Aelin to pay that off.
I gotcha.
I can't even remember what I said now, I'll be honest. I forgot. I just said it to you, and I was like, I gotta pay that off. I can't even remember what I said.
Gonna take a note from Yoi's playbook and live up to her namesake. Tell me if you've heard this one before. Yoink.
My paper.
Ophelia would be the
No,
type to be like,
yoink
I
the
can't believe she
coin.
stole all of our gold.
The
I
coin.
can't believe
Yoink.
she took so much of this gold. She's so evil. And then when Ophelia gets 45 gold worth from a gambling, she's like,
Greed is good.
chumps.
Greed is
Should have
good.
played better,
Chomp.
losers.
Should have played
Gotta
better.
feed the magic engine, baby. Gotta feed the magic engine. Is that
Yeah.
45 gold just to me? Or does that include my buy-in? Like what? Like how am I doing the math
That
on
does
this?
include
That was
your
about
buy-in.
that didn't.
That's the total. So you'd
Okay,
subtract what you put in, and then you'd add all of that.
What did I put in?
Oh my lord!
Oh, I already deleted it from my hand.
That's why I wrote it down on a sheet of paper, because I knew you evil people.
Because I'm in
believe
OneNote.
that.
So we've got a 15 plus 10 plus 50 plus 30. So let's see. Why is that harder for me to add than everything else together? I don't know why cutting it down.
I unfortunately have to take it all in. There, I don't know how to. We'll deal with it later.
It's okay,
Okay,
I got
just
you.
take
I'm
off,
almost
please.
done.
It's a
You
gold
would
bar.
subtract 105 from the 450. So you add 345 to your stuff if you did not remove the other stuff from your inventory, which you should, because that's proper etiquette. Class.
I didn't think I wasn't gonna lose, so
That's fair.
I'm adding 345 silver to my silver total.
Crazy.
So,
Crazy.
with that, if no one else is doing anything, we're hitting. Oh, you got something?
Rations. Yeah, I'm gotta go and pick stuff up. You know, we went out to go shopping and then we just gambled.
That is, in fact, what they
How
do
many more rations
sometimes.
do we need to get down there?
So
We have 30 right now.
you have 30.
Yeah.
You'll be taking 6. So, if there's no issue, you'll need 30 more. Like 30 to get through. So anything extra you get
Will be
would be
extra.
like made to say like a safety net, basically.
Let's get, how many of us are there? 6? Let's get 12 additional rations.
12.
Well, no, because it's one ration per person per day, right?
Yep.
Glaerun,
Days would be
you're
12.
always
Yeah, let's get 12
so
rations.
negative. But we made money on that venture. Sure, I lost money, but we as a whole made money.
That, yes, I
Fuck
understand, but we can't ignore the shopping just because you went to
Made-
go and
made
gamble.
Money, garnered reputation, met the locals.
All right.
60. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you guys said that last time you were buying rations.
So it's just 12, so it'll go up
Shit,
to
he said last
42.
time.
or 40. Yeah, 40
What the
points.
hell? This shit's expensive
I'm
to
gonna
taste like.
wait to buy the other thing until we know if we're actually getting a boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Midday, the sun explodes.
Oh, and are the docks rebuilt? That was my other question.
The section of docks that is closest to the estate has not been repaired. You can still see a smashed up section. You can see bits of wood and stone that have kind of sunk to the bottom, seen through the water, which is still when you come over to that end of the pier. To untrained eyes, such as your associates, the rest of the pier seems to be in fine working order, but you do see like the deep grooves and scratches along it from ships being slammed into the pier after that event. You can see damage on some vessels that has been kind of repaired and kind of is now meant to be kind of forgotten about. A scar on a vessel survived. But the aftermath, the telltale signs that a lot of damage has been sustained by the pier and the ships that have been moored there is still there for trained eyes such as yourself. But no one is docking over at the northern end of the pier because that's where the Wraithorn estate is, and that section of the pier has not been repaired. It does not look like it is under repair.
Okay. All right.
Is that all you wish?
That's all I got for now.
Okay. And with that, Valden, were you just staying at the estate? Were you just chilling?
No, I was hanging out with, since nobody else went with Yoi, he was hanging out with Yoi the whole time.
All right, so you and Yoi
Not
went
shopping.
get some clothes.
Just with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just giving fashion advice with my, tattered and dirty clothes.
Yeah. You give out fashion. You're like, hey, I think blue will do you well on the water, and she kind of looks at you, of just like looking like you have crawled out of a war zone. Be like, I appreciate the input.
That's, just pretty much a whole bunch of that.
Easy enough. With that, Glaerun is kind of... honestly, I would say Glaerun would have been the most likely to make it back to the estate first, but because he went to go check out the northern docks, and just the docks in general, did a walkabout first, I think Valden and Yoi would be the first ones back to the estate, followed by Glaerun. Then you guys had a little bit of extra fun gambling, hanging out and drinking, and would be the last ones to make it back. For Valden and Yoi, once you make it back to the estate, you guys are led by the servant who greets you over to actually an outside courtyard as the sun's beginning to kind of come out and warm you up a little bit. And you're able to get like this nice overview of the ocean itself, and just kind of the Wraithorn estate is was first and foremost used as a vantage point back in the older days when the city was on its first legs, and it shows. You can, even from the quote-unquote ground level of the estate, you get a very nice vantage point over the city and the piers. After a bit of time, Glaerun, you are led over to Valden and Yoi, and you guys are able to reconnect, mingle, figure out what shopping or lack of shopping has been done by the members of the party, and as you're getting kind of settled in, looking over at a not necessarily unfamiliar sight, but a sight that has been a while since you've seen, you can hear the sound of intentional, confident strides, footfalls in the grass kind of approaching you all, and you see the lord of the estate, Mr. Rathrin, Glaerun's father, beginning to approach each of you. As he gets, like, he kind of stops himself a little bit away from you guys, gives a polite and respectful, like, nod, half, like a half bow nod to Valdin and Yoy, and a little bit of a kind of softer smile expression with the nod at Glaerun, before kind of taking a breath in. How have you found the city?
How hot is it? JC, how hot is it outside?
It's actually it was a bit chill in the morning just due to the high humidity and lower temperatures, but with the sun actually beginning to come out, this is around midday again, the just kind of after it's hit 12, and with the sun actually kind of peeking out around the clouds, it's pleasant. It's a pleasant temperature. If we're talking about, like, if we're gonna use the Fahrenheits, maybe like just hovering under 70 degrees.
Oh,
like, it's quite pleasant.
Yeah. What's one thing I can complain to this guy about his city? Like, what's one thing that I just would hate about anything I've done?
Do you not like the smell of salt, or do you?
It smells like fish.
Yeah,
It
I
probably
mean,
does smell like fish.
there, like, the market is. I mean, who would have thought fishermen would sell fish? But that's definitely something that.
Yeah,
have
who
you
would've thought?
actually? I don't know if you've ever gone to, like, Pike's in Seattle.
I have, actually.
Yeah, you know, like that of, like, there's a lot of other smells, but, like, there's always that kind of prevalent one in the background. Like,
Yeah,
I have a
you
bad
think
sense
about
of
it enough,
smell,
it's
and
definitely
I
bad.
know that that's a prevalent smell there.
Yeah, it's kind of not super awesome, ironically enough. Yeah, I'm gonna complain to this guy that his whole city smells like fish, and it sucks.
He she kind of chuckles to himself and goes, well, one can't be too ashamed of their main export. But with the slight negatives we might have here, we do try to heavily outweigh it with positives. And I hope those were very easily noticeable by you during your time.
I'll give him a shrug.
He kind of shakes his head. Well, if your companions aren't enjoying their time in our city, I have good news for you then. I have found some willing to take a bit of pay for the risk of transporting you to the edge of Alari. Smaller ship. There's no way that the carriage I've been informed that you arrived in would come with you. But if you need it, about half of the horses would be able to fit on the boat. Of course, you don't need to bring them if you aren't planning on using them. But it can fit the 6 of you quite comfortably enough, for sea travel purposes, that is.
Perfect.
They would be ready to travel at first light tomorrow morning. The ship is getting prepared as we speak. I know that you were planning on leaving as soon as possible, but this is the best I was able to accomplish. Not many people wish to leave the port at all, much less travel in the open water.
This should be just fine. Thank you so much.
Of course. What are you hoping to find in Alari, if I may be so bold to inquire?
I am at least hoping to try and find the cause of whatever is going to destroy it and stop it, hopefully.
Feel as whatever detail I'd be able to pull out of you about what you are talking about would just make me worry more. So I feel I shouldn't inquire too much more.
Speaking of things that will probably worry you, I have a couple questions about a couple of Inquisitors.
And kind of, you see like the slight cocking of his head in question. Are you expecting to make contact with the Inquisitors in Olari? I don't know them personally.
More like already ran into some Inquisitors in Alinar Orin.
As far as I remembered, Alinar Orin didn't have Inquisitors assigned to it at this time. No one was on station there. Of course, they could have saw something that they were fit to investigate, but you were...
Yes. The Inquisitor in question is a man named Creed, wearing Inquisitor red armor with a large red gem in the breastplate. You haven't heard of him at all, have you?
His name? No. Until you finished describing the armor, it seemed... There is, I'd assume is, an Inquisitor, wearing full plated armor. It's... They're all very unique in their get-up. The two that I am aware of, one has a cape, actually, a cloak that bears the red of the Inquisition, and the other one has, we'll call it adornments on leather armor, but the leather itself is not dyed red, but more of markings along the collar and cuffs of the leather of the inquisitorial red. I do remember vaguely that there would be an Inquisitor in a full set of armor, as it's a talking point of the Inquisitor to be wearing something that is so difficult to conceal, and it being a fresh change of pace for everyone knowing the man to be an Inquisitor. Much easier than his counterparts, but I have not met them personally. Are you trying to find this man?
Not exactly. We had a couple run-ins with him in Alinar Orin, and I just didn't remember him. I believe he claimed to be an Inquisitor for Forbel, and our companion Yoy didn't know of him either, despite being from Forbel.
Well,
So
I do in fact know the assigned Inquisitors to Forbel. It would be odd for them to have exchanged themselves without informing the lords, but as far as I'm aware, Draxus and Helbron are still the Inquisitors, keeping the office in Forbel in check. But if
no one assigned him. So okay.
the Inquisitors are hard to pin down, I don't blame you for any confusion that you or your acquaintances, kind of nodding at Yoy and Valden, are experiencing. They're purposefully blurred lines that, from what I've gathered, let the Republic move a little bit more freely than they would before the Inquisition was created.
Okay. Well, he may be looking for us, this Creed fellow. So, if he does come to town looking for us, would you try and subtly delay him off our trail?
You've gotten onto his bad side.
You could say that. I'd like to try and get through Alari without him catching up to us just yet.
Well, I can't say that he's not going to get an audience with me if he comes here. It's a little bit hard to refuse an Inquisitor, but I don't see any reason why I need to talk about my son to an agent. As far as I'm aware, you're none of his concern.
It's appreciated. Thank you. The other Inquisitor that we're looking for right now is Evergard, and I seem to remember him being assigned here
Yes,
a decade ago.
he and Drogon are assigned to Alice Eriel.
Do you know if he's in town right now?
He doesn't leave, generally. He's assigned to... Well...
Do you know if he got married about a year ago?
as he
Are
kinda
we here?
looks around and you see the three individuals walking up behind. Inquisitors lead quite private lives. He did not inform me that he was wed. But he has his own place and general office in Alice Eriel that I am quite knowledgeable about. Although I don't see why the status of an Inquisitor's marriage is to be of concern to the six of you.
I was just curious.
And, forgive myself, the rest of you return. I want to bring you all up to speed, of course. A ship has been acquired for the lot of you. Although the carriage might not be able to join you for this journey, I do think we have found a captain, crew, and ship that is befitting of each of your standards, even for the higher brow among you. I'm sure the Shallow Pond will be happy to accept the accommodations I can provide them. And he kind of turns back without addressing anything.
Would you be able to point us in the direction of his office? Like, where in town is it?
Of course. That should be no issue.
Awesome.
Before I cut you free for the rest of the day, is there anything else I should be made aware of? And he looks back over at the kind of group of three that came up behind him. Any conversations that need to be happening?
I'll insight check him. What is he fishing for?
I really wanted some.
It's not hard. DC 5, roll insight.
I was saving.
Make some more.
11.
11? He's addressing you. He's being kind about it, but he's addressing Ophelia.
I suppose it's time we had that conversation.
I do think that there is much more depth to the pond than you suggest.
I see the nosiness runs in the family. I see where your son gets it from. Very well.
Well, there are two types of people that live in this world. The curious and the judgmental. I found through your words and actions what type you are at this moment, and I myself, as I'd like to think my son, do find ourselves being quite curious.
Very well then. Would you like to have this conversation now?
Have it on your own time. I'm not here to rush you.
I'd much rather go out drinking later. So I suppose we shall have it now. Here in your study.
I am more than comfortable admitting you to my study if you wish to have it away from others, but I do caution you. The more you don't inform them, the more curious they shall become by the day.
They can be there. I'd just rather sit down somewhere nicer than the sitting room.
He
If we're going to be
gestures.
using titles.
He gestures around to the courtyard that has plenty of easy seats, the open air, and the nice view. I see no need to retire.
I see where he gets his stubbornness from, too. Very well. Who's carrying me right now?
Is.
I'm gonna tell to put me down on a bench so I can get comfortable.
That
I do apologize. Your visit to the Inquisitor might be a few minutes late. But I do believe that one must know the company that they keep. So, would you please introduce yourself to everyone? Your title is quite interesting.
Very well, Lord Wraithman. My name is Ophelia Veheshalem, the Shallow Pond.
He nods. It is a pleasure to meet you. A member of one of the 3 pillars of Lathe, if I do not mistake myself.
There are no mistakes there.
He nods. Believe it or not, I did in fact used to trade with the Serpent's House a while ago. However, it's been a long time since they've been willing to talk, and I do regret losing that connection.
I can't say I have very many connections within their home, but I've met a few of them now and again. Is this your less than subtle way of asking me to open a door for you once more?
No need. That time is long past me. I'm no longer out and about like I wish I was from time to time. Simply noting that those of Lathe have been, to put it mildly, dormant since the Marshy Rebellion, I would say. And besides the representatives that we have up in Fort Bell, I have not been able to hear much of the South. The general thought is that those on the southern third of our nation have no idea nor any care for what goes on above. But something tells me that is very much not true.
I suppose my being here has stirred quite the interest in you.
Me personally, I would say.
Very well.
I would assume that you are at least the 3rd, 4th, if I'm being generous, resident that I've seen here in the past half a year. I just wish to know what brought you so far into a place which you clearly do not harbor the most love for. People generally don't try to go to locations that they don't enjoy without good reason.
I'd come to even say, I've come to loathe your side of the continent. Rather unkind towards me.
Yes.
But I shall say it once more. They're all going to die, and that's why I'm here.
And why is it you're concerned that they're going to die? Are you worried that it's going to spread to your people?
I'm not worried about it spreading. I am simply here as an observer. To witness the efficacy and realization of the visions that I have. For that is my role as the Shallow Pond. Though my journey is one of the rarer ones since the rebellion. Didn't take you very long to find out who I was. So do indulge, your lady. What gave it away?
How you opened yourself when I asked you. The response, or lack of one, was less of one who truly did not believe that I would care, like the companion who was carrying you, the lovely individual from Paphleos. More of a defensive tone was registered, in my mind at least. You don't expect, rather you know deep in your soul that that title, that origin, up this far north will cause nothing but trouble, as I'm sure has already happened to you. It's an unfortunate byproduct of the last millennia of what we've done and thrown at each other, the northern region and the southern region, that has made a nation that should be one standing firm in resolve, an arcane and trade podium for the rest of the world to admire, has instead split us into three infighting regions looking to backstab and trip each other up before we surpass and lead the way for the rest of the world.
Not every day that you meet someone that seeks the coalition. And I did not think I'd meet one this far north, either.
I wouldn't consider myself a man of the north.
Are you a man of the sea, then?
I feel like that is what I've been titled as. No, I've had the pleasure of being in a place where even more reason for division is given than what we've used as an excuse here. And yet, a coalition, as what you described, it is in fact the norm. It's where I gained most of my experience. It's where I cut my teeth along the metaphorical cloth of that place. And I wish better for the world that I intended to raise my family in. There's little a singular man can do, but trying to foster an environment, as he kind of glances over to Glaerun, of curiosity rather than judgment, regardless of the consequences that befall on one, is something that I've deeply cared about since. There is no malice towards you, Shallow Pond, just curiosity. I'd like that to be very clear.
I hear no hint of malice in your words. For if there was malice, I think we'd be having a vastly different conversation. Well, I suppose I should satiate your curiosity to the best of my ability. It is of a humble means, but I shall show you what you desire, so to speak. And it's not going to look great. This magic's not supposed to be used this way. But using the shard amulet to cast a cantrip could I use minor illusion to in some way mimic the frames of the vision to show them what I'm seeing?
Yeah, it's a little bit like an odd slideshow. It's not fluid or quite as powerfully moving as what you see, but you all can see like
I
that.
do have to roll for this
Mm-hmm.
to use it. I think I'm just gonna burn one of my rolls.
Okay.
So I have to hit a 10. I'll use my 7 to hit that 10.
Because you have a plus
die
something.
burned.
Yep.
Plus it's an arc plus 7.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You get a 14.
and I will show them I'll show them the bits and pieces of the vision of not the entirety of it dispersing, but like the dust moving and settling around and sitting in.
Hmm. Each of you see before you a small canvas painted of a dark shaded map of Usapait and a darker dust that shifts and moves over the outline of a city near the edge of the water. Describing what Ophelia has described to each of you, Alinar Orin is being... Or not Alinar Orin, Jesus. Alari is under siege. They all start with A. Give me a break. Under siege by this ever-present encroaching cloud. And Lord Wraithrin kind of nods at it.
Swallowed meat during whole attempted Alinar Warren, and it's made its way there. And as was the initial portion of my journey, I'm going there to see it. My being here, I wouldn't call it a coincidence, but rather fated. Isn't that exciting to be a part of fate?
No. I would say it is possibly the most terrifying thing one could do.
Excitement takes many forms, doesn't it?
I understand that fate has passed me by long ago due to another man's decisions. I wish it didn't. But that is no longer under my control. I wish that you all and Glaerun had more time before fate swept you up in its grasp, but at the very least you seem to have your ideals to keep you afloat among this fateful time. And I know that as much as I do not enjoy the thought of Glaerun being wrapped up in fate, that he is prepared for what is to come. To the best of my ability and knowledge. And although I do not have to enjoy it, I can have faith in him. I just wish I had more time to gain the faith in the rest of you. Not through a lack of your skills or deeds, but just because I have not been lucky enough to observe them. But if Glaerun puts an ounce of faith, enough to bring you to our state, I shall have faith through proxy. The Inquisitor's house.
Yes.
I shall have someone lead you to the residence. The office, particularly. It's not kind of me to send anyone, even my son, to their residence, but you shall have better luck there anyway. If that suffices. No.
Yeah.
They shall be out shortly. And you see Glaerun's father kind of just almost steady himself, but more of just take like a breath, and then walk out of the courtyard, leaving the six of you thinking on what transpired.
Insight check him once more as he steadies himself to leave.
Mm-hmm. Let me know.
10.
Let me know what you're looking for.
As a man that carries many burdens, one seems heaviest right now. What might that be?
His son.
Is he fearful of his son being swept up in this storm he knows he cannot stop?
No father wants to see the son take on the burdens. Yet he is not illogical enough to assume that he can take his place. He knows that his time has passed and that someone else is needing to step up, and is instead taking solace in the fact that Glaerun is taking action. But it doesn't mean a father has to be happy about it.
What a shame. So you're going to an Inquisitor's home, or office rather. I think it's best I sit this one out.
Off to see the wizard.
Wait, are we just gonna gloss over what's this? You're from a little pond? What was this about? Your royalty?
Yeah,
No,
I'm a
not
little
quite.
curious about that myself.
Can a
Something
lady
about a
have
little pond
secrets?
or a? Well,
Can
sure.
Can
Until you
a lady have secrets?
until you're talking to Glaerun Senior here, and you're like, "Oh, should we talk titles?" You were in a backpack this whole time. We had no idea.
Take offense to that being my characterization during a serious discussion, but
I'm sorry, but it felt very different. It felt very different from the usual conversations. Yeah, that's all.
I suppose if we're being the curious sort today, I will allow you one question each. Go.
I'm not sorry. I feel like you've been acting like you're better than me this entire time. And all of
You're
a
in-
sudden you're royalty just because you pa all over the place? That's very interesting to me.
If you feel inferior to me for any reason, take those grievances within your heart. They have nothing to do with me.
I am so sure they have nothing to do with you.
Are you wasting your one question on this?
I'm not even going to waste my breath on a single one, but I'll let everybody else ask.
Oh, poor lambkin. Next. You've
I'm
got
gonna
one.
look that out. What is the shallow pond? What does that mean?
The shallow pond is my title within the house, earned by my achievements and my aspirations moving forward. As you are the lordling, and as other Greek kings in their countries as the rising sun, I am the shallow pond.
So you're an heir to a house? In the south?
I gave you one question. Next.
I use my question to ask the question that Glaerun wanted to ask.
Do you remember what that question was? Can you say it?
Not verbatim, not the way he said it.
Ask your question.
My question is the one Glaerun asked. You didn't set these rules
Oh
beforehand.
my
I get to ask
God.
question.
You didn't set these rules,
Ophelia.
you Jin. You
I am.
No. Shut up. Are you an heiress to a house in the south of Usapait?
I am an heiress to a house in the south of Usapait. Yes.
Boom. Val, ask your fucking question. You better think of a fucking good one.
Why go through the trouble of hiding all of this? This doesn't seem like a big deal.
At that question, like her kind of mirthful nature does steady a bit because it's a genuine question. Before saying, I did mean it when I said my title would do me no good here. Having anyone with a title makes things complicated, and by the rights and responsibilities of my title, it can make what I am doing a little more difficult. And as this is more of a personal matter more than a matter of which my title is needed, I saw fit not to use it. Because when people come to know your titles, the bliss that is ignorance is changed. Such as why I'm having to answer questions right now. And I have Yoi going, oh, you think you're better than me. Blah, 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 blah. That's why I didn't bring it up.
It's just awful funny that you've been rubbing it in with, these northerners, and this entire time you're an heiress to a house in Usapait.
Are you not also an heiress of a house, in a sense?
No.
So you're pissy that Ophelia is better than you?
I'm not saying all of that now, but
I'm saying all that.
Nah.
Asking a
You're always
genuine
turning in for the
question. Is
night.
that your problem?
It's the middle of
It's
the day.
noon!
Talk to Evergarden.
it's
Oh,
We
you
don't talk to
noon.
your brother-in-law, man.
We're going to see your sister.
It's so early in the campaign for her to leave.
One more question, Aelin. I look forward to yours, as you've carried me the longest.
Can I have 1.5 questions?
Sure.
That was not one of the questions.
I know that wasn't one of the questions.
Okay, well, I have to clarify. The rules change. First question. Do we have to call you, like, Her Majesty or Lady or Your Radiance or something?
No, my title isn't one so high up that you would have to do anything like that.
Okay. Is this going to change stuff between us?
Seems like it already is, isn't it?
Well, I just,
I see
No,
no merit
I
in
don't think it
changing
will.
how
I don't
things have
think it
done.
will. Okay.
I haven't
just
used it
making
thus far. Why start using it now?
Just making sure. You never know.
With all of our one questions asked, except one from Yoi, is that everything we need to know about this encounter I've had? You've seen the vision, you've heard my title.
I'm satisfied.
Is that all? Are we all content here?
I have another question, but it's not about your title.
Oh.
Let's go. I know I
Right?
said one each, but I know I'm gonna have to deal with this day in and day out, so go on.
Right before what happened and before Bell happened, we were discussing the sewers in Alinar Oran.
Sure.
And I believe you mentioned something about a symbol.
Oh yes. I'm gonna reach into to my bag and pull out my book, and I don't have a drawing of it. I put the paper up to it and did like a blotting, so it is like 1-to-1.
I also have like a drawing rendition of, I believe, the same symbol, but it is like an actual drawing. which I will also proceed to pull out in my mysterious book of mystery.
The mysterious book of mystery.
Ooh. I do not have a drawing of this.
I'm very curious if you just have written down in your character sheet drawing of symbol.
I just remembered it. I just remember that I wrote it down because I remember I was trying to draw it.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't like super awesome, amazing, and then Helminia did what he did and
A
thought he
book
was so
with-
much better than me.
With the etching of the ancient abyssal protection symbol is what I have written in my inventory.
Absolutely. As that book, the etch in the book gets pulled, the symbol is out in front. I don't believe anyone reads this language, because I know you don't. But it's the same as looking
What's
at
all
like an arcane symbol that you just don't understand.
I can explain it to them in bits and pieces. I've been looking over it on my own time and just what I think it does.
Absolutely.
The base principle. It's probably a very boring conversation for those that are not arcanely inclined, but
Is this purely Arcana based, or is there any religion stuff that I could roll into it?
I mean, you can roll a religion check about it.
$15.
15. About this symbol, the general, like, looking over it well, Ophelia is kind of explaining how their theory on how it might work and how it might have actually done something when inscribed with the correct materials and all of that. You're not able to translate it. That's not what I'm referring to, but more of like you're looking to compare it with what sort of script you could compare it to. It's like trying to find out what language, not even it is, but what language it's closest to. And unfortunately, the main thing that you can get from it is it is an odd, part of it looks abyssal, as Ophelia has kind of ascribed to it. But there are like flare, like pieces of it, edges of the symbol that would denote like odd variations of like celestial script. And it's pulling itself not even that it is what was originally thought, which is a symbol in a language more ancient than abyssal that draws roots to it, but a possibly multiple ancient languages that look like they have formed into. You could potentially relate part of it to abyssal, you could relate part of it to celestial, and in that you do know that this is nearly indecipherable to where you guys are at the current time. This is a rough.
So there's no way to translate anything, any part of it that would have been rooted in celestial.
Not with a snap judgment. This would take a lot. This would basically be like something that you'd be researching in downtime. It's something that I legitimately have like a path driven out to, of like taking time, taking resources, and attempting to go ham on deciphering the Enigma machine that is this symbol.
Okay.
Language that is so old it becomes a code. A beautiful thing. with all that said and done, what is the next step for our group of people?
Well, Yor, are you ready to go and meet this Inquisitor?
I suppose we don't really have a choice.
We do, but
All right. With you guys electing, I think, is it just Glaerun and Yoy? Are any of the other four of you going to the Inquisitor office?
no, I'm going.
Is going. Are the other three intending to go? I know Ophelia isn't. Ophelia said that they weren't.
I don't think it's a good idea if I go, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm so curious, but
Does
You
your
know, like-
spider have a range?
100
Yeah.
feet.
100 feet.
Never mind then.
I think I think Aylin's gonna stay behind. I don't think I can contribute much to whatever conversation they're gonna have outside of like, oh, my goddess says that he's evil.
Can I steal a cigarette from before they leave? Because I'm also not going, but don't just want to sit here and do nothing.
I'm also not going, but I could have really used that bump right now. I really needed it, just to pick me up.
I'll give you guys my my last 7 cigarettes out of that pack that we stole from that kid.
Those
So
are old.
you guys split up those 7 cigarettes.
Chain smokers.
I'll pull out my pipe and I'll smoke another 0.05 pounds of tobacco.
I'm gonna sit and be normal.
Boo! Being normal, boo.
Well,
So lame.
she's royalty.
Look at you with your fancy title. Can't smoke cigarettes. Woo 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 woo.
And I'm before they even leave, I'm gonna light up my cigarette and just find a nice place to sit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as you didn't want to say it to Glaerun's father, like, the estate's got a open atmosphere, open air, a lovely view of the city, and premium smoking. Premium smoking spots.
Great views.
And so, looks like a half of you are heading out. We've got Glaerun and Ophelia moving with Ophelia, Valden, and Aelin staying at the estate. Half a day remains before the next morning, when a boat is slated to give you all a lift, the 5-day journey to Alari, and seeing what waits on the horizon.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
We'll find out.
Why are you talking about the boat now?
Don't worry about it.
I am worrying about it. I want to. Why are you talking about the boat?
And we'll keep going. Just a little bit more. Your 8 guys meet up with a servant of the estate, a young half-elven woman, just kind of like salt and pepper hair, even though she's quite young. Probably only in her like 50s or 60s. As they kind of lead you down through, kind of in the halfway point where the hills still roll down towards that coastline, but you're not actually at the piers yet. There's the houses that are kind of like offset into the side of the slope with these kind of strong foundations in order to make sure that they weather any necessary storms or if the ground shifts. Through all this, you can see this kind of difference between some of the houses looking ramshackle and then others looking decent. There isn't the large disparity between Alinar Orin that you'd see here, but there's a lot of varying types of incomes, one would say. And as you get to one building that looks a little bit more like a business rather than a residence, what you can see is a large porch off, basically, that leads into an entrance that overlooks a slightly less impressive but still very nice view of the pier, and then a kind of wood mainly supported building that you can kind of step up to and see a finely carved door with a lot of wear and tear along it. It looks very nice, but it's very obvious that the weather has hammered this building for years. Elvish architecture is made to last, and so you can see that all the actual supports, anything purposeful and important to the foundation of the house, is standing strong, but it almost looks like it is design placed on top of design, placed on top of design, almost as if the person who works on this building, or the people that are conscripted to work on this building, do so understanding that the sea air and harsh weather that comes from living on a coastline will strip down the decorations and engravings on this building throughout the years, and do so knowing that in a half century they will have to put up new engravings, get new adornments on this building. And with it, the servant kind of turns and, this is the Eriel Inquisitorial office. There is, I don't believe, anything else that you'd require from me.
No, that'll be all.
Thank you, sir. And she kind of bows to the three of you and then goes on her way back up to the Wraithrin estate. The three of you kind of left looking at what should be the Inquisitorial office.
Well, shall we?
I suppose we shall. Yoy, do you want to lead the way?
Well, you know the city better than I do, so I'll just follow you.
Okay. I guess we'll just walk into the building.
Okay. You open the door, it's not locked, and walk into sort of like this semi-entranceway, sort of just reception room. You can see a long, not necessarily counter, but just like table that's kind of been set up with different bits of documents and inks. The room itself is hung with windows overlooking the piers and paintings depicting the open ocean and boats sailing across it. Beautifully done, and definitely to the theme of the coastal city of Eriel. In the back, you can see two large doors with kind of nice brass reinforcement upon them, and you can see the door frames themselves do not look like they were originally in this building, as the inside of the building looks to be a lot older and a lot nicer, intended to be sheltered with via the outer walls from the wind. Things tend to be a little bit nicer because they're intended to stick around. And the door frames of each of the doors have been marked. A section of the door frame above both of these two doors has been replaced almost, much how you'd expect for us in the 21st century, those who see a patchwork on a car or a building that is in a different color. That's the same thing for the door frame, except the top bit of the door frame has been replaced with a piece of wood that has been treated with a certain familiar shade of crimson red. Do you make any sort of noise as you enter, or are you just kind of silently entering the building? There's no one in this reception area.
Is there like a bell or something?
You look around, and you do, in fact, over by that table, because there's the table, there's the two doors, and then right in between the doors, you can see what looks like an old ship bell. Not for like a very large ship, mostly probably just like a 5 to 6 person large, like robo bell, like a distress bell, basically. Looks old and weathered and like antique, but the string's there and it's right in between the doors.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Glaerun is gonna look at Yoi and ask her, "You sure you're ready to do this?"
I wasn't really ready in the first place, but we're already here. So we might as well get it done with.
All right. And I'll pull the cord.
This like deep hollow ring. The bell's heavier than you expect it to be. You expect it to be a light ding, but instead this like dull chime that comes out of it. And with it, you feel the vibration in your fingers and kind of take a half step back, and you can hear rustling coming from the door behind to your left. And as you kind of even step back a little bit further, you already hear the doorknob turning. And the door opens up. In it, you can see a very tall figure, a bit taller than I believe everyone in this room. Thin, slightly angular features. A like very well maintained set of kind of like platinum blonde hair over his head, a very fine kind of like dress suit that kind of goes down his form, and as you see him and he sees you, he kind of like locks eyes with you since you're the closest. And Inquisitor Evergard here. How may I be of service?
Glaerun's gonna look at Yoi.
With you looking at Yoi, Evergard follows suit, and you see Yoi like a faint flicker of recognition in his eyes. And you do instinctively realize it's because, well, your sister takes more traits from your father. You look very similar to your mother. And in so, he recognizes you just slightly. But that flash kind of goes over his face, and he kind of steps out from the door, moves around the table, and kind of does this very polite bit of a half bow towards you. Are you in need of something?
Um, is your wife here?
Oh, it would be quite cool of me to bring my wife to my workplace.
Then I don't know why we're here. And Yoi's gonna look at Glaerun.
All right, out of character for a moment. Were we not here to look for Yoi's sister? To like ask Evergard and talk to him and then figure out where she's at? To go and check up on her? Was that not what Yoi wanted to do?
That was not a plan that Yoi was even a part of the decision making for. But I guess.
Shit, that's my misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
We could. I mean, over table. What about pivoting to ask about like Creed or other Inquisitor
We
stuff?
should not do that.
No, I just
That's
food for thought.
Hey,
Well, because right now
brother-in-law.
we walked in. Someone looked at someone else and they said, "Hey, is your wife here?" The guy's like, no." And they're like, "Ah, all right, bye."
I mean, you got a fair point there, but like, should we really be asking about Creed?
I mean, you can go visit her. We're already here. Now that you guys have context on that vision, and you've seen it, and you know she's okay, this would be a great time to go gather intel under like, hey, like, sorry I went through your stuff. Like, we found out some stuff was going on, and we wanted to come see if you were okay. And we can kind of make this a welfare check espionage thing. There's ways to utilize this. Or you could just leave and say, oops, wrong Inquisitor, and leave. Nosy-ass lineages, and it runs in the family.
How much do you care about your sister?
Out of character, I don't even know. Like, okay. Anyways, back into character, I suppose. Well, is there any way possible that we could meet her outside of your place of work? You're free to be there as well. I'm, her sister.
I had a feeling. I'm sure she'd be delighted to see you. It's been a while.
A while is kind of underplaying it, but yes, it has been a while.
Of course. No, you're... This is not my intention to hide her away from anyone. She's her own woman, and I will be happy to arrange you two seeing each other again.
I think that would be okay.
Of course. If you'd forgive me for about 5 minutes, I'll tidy up here, and I see no need to not take today a little bit early than I was intending to. Sure she wouldn't be upset to see me home before I'm supposed to be.
I'm sorry to take you away from your post.
Oh, it's of no consequence. It's not every day that family comes to visit, and friends, I would assume.
Yoi's gonna look at Glaerun and say, "Sure, friends."
No, I deserve that.
Well, I will... Excuse me for a moment. And he kind of moves back into the office, gives like a courteous nod to Glaerun as he kind of passes by, and the door shuts for a moment, leaving the three of you in the reception area of the office. You guys have about 5 minutes of possible awkward silence.
I had a terrible plan. I had a terrible idea just now.
Well, if no one's acting on it, the 5 minutes will pass in the awkward silence.
I couldn't even really act on it right now if I wanted to. Now's not the time and place. In fact, it's probably better we just don't set that into motion, actually.
Understood. As Evergard steps outside, he pulls a basically almost like pops some sort of lining or collar like underneath his suit, and you can see the collar itself having that crimson red of an Inquisitor. Kind of brushes himself off and grabs a slightly, like, not exactly thick, but of a sturdy material coat, and kind of pulls it over his shoulder. You can see that he secures a sheath to his hip of a sword, and his boots make a kind of heavier, more solid sound as he kind of steps across the floor over to the three of you. If I am still able to use you three as an excuse to retire today early, may we begin?
Absolutely.
Please, it would be my pleasure if you followed me.
Lead the way then.
As the four of you step outside of the inquisitorial office and begin to step down and begin to walk over across a section of the hilled region of Alles Eriel, with an Inquisitor leading the way, a sharp contrast from what happened, such a short week ago. I do believe we're going to be ending session there, to find out what happens with Evergard, and to set off on our journey in 2 weeks. Thank you everybody so much for watching. My name is JC or Jacob, and I've been joined by 6 wonderful people: Jazz, Cody, Alpha, Suzanne, James, and Helminia. All joining my wonderful, interesting world of conversation and worrying about someone who's dead, Creed, for way more. And they're definitely being over worried about it. There's definitely nothing wrong. But thank you so much for watching the stream. If you're watching it live on Twitch, I appreciate you so much. If you're watching the restream on YouTube, I appreciate you as well. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. It means a lot to me. We'd be rolling dice regardless, but it's good to know you appreciate it. And for all of this, we've got one last piece of candy to give out at the end. I do think all roads lead to the same fate tonight.
Wow.
And although it was a little bit upsetting, I'm
All
upset.
that.
I'm upset. Ophelia, take a little bit of inspiration.
Why are you upset?
I lost money. My sailor purse.
Oh yeah, I'm a little upset because you name dropped me in front of my homies. And now I'm gonna get yelled at in the back channel.
You deserve it. You deserve a lot of people yelling at you.
For the folks that don't know at home, Jazz is gonna kill me with a hammer.
Jazz has a knife right now, actually.
I'm actually.
I'm not. Actually, she just left. She's at the airport on her way. That's why I got the baby. Like I don't know how she's gonna get the gun through airport security, but she said, "Don't worry about it."
She said, "I got this."
You just hear my door getting kicked down, and it's just the Five Nights at Freddy's Toradora March.
Or.
Har. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. I didn't intend this. The roads of fate all lead one way.
And they're to an asshole. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you all very much, both watchers and players. Thank you for everyone in the chat and everyone at the table. It is with my deepest regret that we won't be able to gather next week, but I hope that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you after that. But until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care. Bye now.